Long ago, in the heart of a sparkling forest, there was a hidden kingdom of fairies. The trees glowed with golden leaves, rivers whispered with music, and flowers shone in every color of the rainbow. The fairies who lived there had wings as bright as butterflies, blue, pink, green, and golden. They danced in the air like tiny stars, filling the forest with laughter and joy. But among them was one fairy who looked very different. Her name was Lyria. Instead of bright, colorful wings, Lyria had silver wings. They shone like the moonlight, soft and pale, unlike the bright colors of her friends. When the sun hit her wings, they glittered faintly, but they did not sparkle like the others. The other fairies often whispered about her. "Why are her wings so dull?" One fairy giggled. "She looks like she has no color at all." Another said, "Sometimes they laughed when she flew past." Lyria tried to smile, but deep inside, her heart felt heavy. She wished she could hide her wings or paint them with color like the others. Only the wise queen of the fairies, Queen Seraphina, spoke kindly to her. "Lyria," she said gently, "every fairy has a purpose. Never forget that even the smallest difference can be a great gift." Lyria wanted to believe the queen's words, but it was hard. She often sat alone near the river, watching her reflection and wondering why she was born different. One peaceful night, while the fairies danced under the stars, a strange darkness began to creep through the forest. It was thick and heavy, like a fog made of shadows. Flowers closed, rivers turned black, and even the stars above seemed to dim. The fairies tried to fly, but the darkness made their colorful wings weak. Their glow faded, and one by one, the fairies fell to the ground, unable to fly or shine. Panic spread through the kingdom. "What is happening?" cried one fairy. "The darkness is swallowing our light," shouted another. Queen Seraphina stood tall, but even her golden wings flickered weakly. "Do not fear," she said. "There must be a way to fight this." The fairies tried everything. They lit lanterns, sang songs of light, and even called upon the fireflies to help, but nothing worked. The shadows grew thicker, covering the forest like a blanket of night. Lyria watched silently. She felt the darkness touch her wings, but something strange happened. It did not weaken them. Instead, her silver wings glowed brighter in the shadows. For the first time, she saw them shine with a silvery light that cut through the darkness like the moon on a cloudy night. Her heart pounded. Maybe my wings are not useless after all," she whispered. She flew up, higher and higher, while the others watched. Her silver glow spread across the forest, and wherever her wings sparkled, the darkness melted away. The fairies gasped. "Look at her wings! They are shining brighter than the stars." The silver light grew stronger, and soon Lyria became a beacon. She circled the forest, her wings scattering silver rays that pushed the shadows back. The flowers opened again, rivers turned clear, and the stars above returned to the sky. Slowly, the fairy kingdom came alive once more. When at last the darkness disappeared completely, the fairies cheered. They surrounded Lyria, their eyes wide with amazement. "You saved us!" one cried. "Your wings! They are the most beautiful of all," said another. For the first time in her life, Lyria smiled with true happiness. She had never wanted to be the center of attention, but now she knew that being different was not a curse, it was her gift. Queen Seraphina came forward, her golden crown shining in the moonlight. She placed her hand on Lyria's shoulder. "You see, my dear, what I told you was true. Your difference is your strength. You were born with silver wings because only you could bring light to this kind of darkness. You are the moonlight of our kingdom." Lyria's eyes filled with tears, but they were tears of joy. She finally understood that she had a place in the fairy world, not in spite of her wings, but because of them. From that day on, no one mocked her again. In fact, the fairies looked up to her as a symbol of hope. Whenever the kingdom faced troubles, they remembered Lyria's silver light and believed that even the smallest fairy could change the world. Lyria continued to live happily among her friends. She played, laughed, and danced like the rest, but she never forgot the night when her wings saved them all. And whenever she saw her reflection in the river, she no longer wished for colorful wings. Instead, she whispered proudly, "I am the silver-winged fairy, and this is who I was meant to be."